Daniel, I know it's been almost 8 years now since you've first retired. Do you look back on your career any differently now than you did when you first stepped away in 2014?
You can't take it in right away. It takes a few years to step away and reflect, and so I do look at it differently now. You know, when I retired, it's just a great feeling just to, you don't have to do the preparation, the training in the summer, everything that comes with it, but you do miss the adrenaline of games. Now it's, I can't believe I ended up playing 17 years in the NHL, and I do appreciate it more now than I did the year after I retired.
You always did what you felt was right, not necessarily what was the popular decision, which I imagine is a pretty tough thing to do as you say, a captain in a Canadian market. Like, how did you wrestle with that?
To be true to me, I have to live by what I believe in, and I think that's what got me to the point of becoming a captain. And sometimes I was diplomatic in certain areas, there's no question, but overall I was never afraid to speak what I felt.
How would you describe your relationship with Eugene Melnyk?
I can honestly say we've never had a bad interaction. I think it has been more behind stuff that happened in negotiations and stuff that created a rift between us. And I don't think we really ever had a relationship that way. I mean, we were always cordial with each other. But were there stuff that happened that I didn't approve of, or I'm sure it goes both ways, but I think that's where the differences come more than anything.
So you mentioned the chase of a Stanley Cup, the run in 2007. How often do you think back about that?
Not a ton, to be honest, anymore, but I used to. And it was a really fun ride. I think as a team, we really came together. It's heartbreaking when you go all that way and then not win it, but I still remember it very fondly, and it was a fun couple of months.
Now, had you beat Anaheim in the final, were you honestly contemplating retirement that summer?
I think so. I think so. I just felt, because it's I was 35, just trying for so long to try to get to that goal and knowing how hard it is. I just thought this would have been the perfect time to go out. Would have I done it? I don't know, to be honest.
Going forward, like, what if you could pick a position for yourself if you were to get back into the hockey side again at the NHL level, what would it be?
It's a tough question. I can't even answer it myself. I think what I really would like to do would coach. You have kind of an effect and can help out or make it worse, I guess. Do I think it's going to happen? No, I don't think I have the experience to do it in the NHL. If I did go that route, I think I'd have to go pro somewhere else than the NHL to begin with, to learn and try ideas I have.
There's a coach in Montreal that may disagree with that.
Yeah, and I love what Marty is doing. Listening to him and his ideas, I think I see myself a little bit in that.
I had a conversation with Randy Sexton, your first general manager, and he believes that whether it's Chris Phillips, Wade Redden, Marian Hossa, you go down the list, none of those players reach their ultimate potential if not for the guidance of Daniel Alfredsson. Could you have asked for a better compliment for someone in?
No, I couldn't. Like you said earlier, when you look back at your career, what am I most proud of? I did think I set a standard for professionalism and how to behave as a professional and live up to it, not just when you're feeling good, but day in, day out. All those people you mentioned had great work ethic as well, so they were easy to come on board and then lead on their own way as well. So, but I think I did that. I set an example and I lived by it as well.